Right before your opponent hits you with a melee move or just basic combat, you can perfect block and stun your opponent with it. Right after you have done your perfect block, you can bait your opponent's defense bar by doing a stamina break. Your opponent will then either use a evasive move or just take a whole lot of damage. Rush ultimates can also be perfect blocked. I suggest to not go below 1 defense bar or even 2 defense bars, but 1 defense bar is really crucial. If you only have 1 defense bar left and your opponent just uses melee moves on you mainly, then you can still use Vanish. But if your opponent is more key based, you should never get below 2 defense bars. And this is the main objective in PvP in this game, to deplete your opponent's defense bar really quickly. You can do that either with melee or with key, which results in your opponents using 1 evasive move, which costs 2 defense bars. You can also refill your key hitting your opponent with basic combat or with rush moves. Here I'm using Meteor Crash. Here Arm Crash. And here basic combat. There are also counters in this game. What goes to perfect block, same goes to counter. You have to time it right. That orange cycle is a time period where your opponent must hit. Otherwise you are the one who gets hit. Slingshotting is when you hit your opponent and cycle around him and hit him and go back. Hit him and again go back and just repeat it until your opponent doesn't have any more of his defense bar left. This is a technique to deplete your opponent's defense bar. As you can see, I'm not finishing combos, I'm always doing a couple of left clicks and then ending it with a right click. After the first or third right click, you should then attack again with left click. A left click after the second right click will knock back your opponent, and that's not what you want. Well, it's up to you how you wanna deplete your opponent's defense bar. But with this technique we just stick to your opponent. That's it for this video. See you around!